this is where you will gather most of those eliminations. And obviously, you know, they got to chat a little bit about Furia, but Jackie, I want to pick your brain about Furia because we all know how I feel in their drive-by special, but this is a team that sort of can maximize eliminations, and they are at 74 points. What do you think expectations lie on Furia coming into this?
I think they know domestically how to approach Smash rules. They're going to be playing a little bit more aggressive here. They're going to basically come into this one with the mindset of we need big games, right? Not only do you need to go into it with the mindset of we need 11 to 14 elims in this game, that's the kind of safety net. Anything above that's a blessing, James. But you've got to target teams above you as well. Realistically, break their legs on the way if you have to stop them getting into a safe position in Smash.
This is the crazy thing about those kind of mid-pack teams is that I think they're going to need a little bit of divine intervention from elsewhere to be able to catch up, and then they probably need themselves 2 wins along the way, whilst also figuring out the fact that somebody could quite easily finish it before those 2 wins even come their way as well. So there is some of that does come in. For Furia, they've been on the absolute end of the other end of this, losing out PMMI to Nongshim Red Force that were able to smash despite Furia having more points than them at the end. So for Furia, they don't want that to be occurring again.
They don't. I like the way that you said that. Let's just hope the top teams kind of fall out, giving these middle pack teams an absolute opportunity and chance to do so. But of course, we're going to have to wait and see. But 7, I am going to bestow the driver's license back to Furia so they can do the absolute craziness it is Rondo in this map.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's see what kind of craziness we're going to be getting here in Rondo coming up. But I know with everything going on here at EWC 26, there's a lot of movement happening within the Club Championship. So, Glitter, what's currently going on with the Club Championship?
To get through, so let's dive into it. We have had so much going on here in our championship weekend, and right now 2 grand finals have officially completed. Yesterday over in chess, it was Magnus Carlsen who was able to take home the title when he faced off against Dennis Lazovic. That of course means that Liquid got the 1,000 points when it comes to the club championship, and AGAL were managing to get that 750 points that were already accounted for last time we spoke. But that wasn't the only grand finals that happened. We then moved on over to the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet, where we had Rainbow Six Siege finishing their grand finals as well. That was a massive face-off between 2 Brazilian orgs in Furia and FaZe, and at the end of the day, it was FaZe who was able to take home the win despite all of the support from the Furia fans in the crowd. Both of those squads are also in the club championship as well, so some points on the board for them. But now we're focusing on what we've got going on here today, because we have 2 more grand finals that will be ending today. One of them will be in Rocket League. Now, they still have to determine which teams will make their way through to their grand finals, as they'll be starting off with their semifinals matches here today. And these are going to be some big ones when it comes to the club championship side of things, because on the top side of the bracket, we have KC versus Falcons, and we know how everyone is keeping their eyes on Falcons to see what they're able to do with the points. Then on the bottom side of the bracket, we have SSG and NIP. So it's going to be an action-packed day from Rocket League as well. But Seven, I'm going to send it back on over to you so we can get into what we have going on in PUBG Mobile today.
Shout out to the amazing Glitter Explosion, getting all those updates, running around to every single stage, and just keeping us updated with what's going on within that club championship ranking. But right now, I want to get some predictions out of you guys, because we've been getting the predictions out of the viewers. Max, which is the team that's going to be eliminated first in Rondo?
Oh, I thought we wanted like a pick of who's going to win. Eliminated first, Aurora. It seems like something they would do.
That's crazy. That's wild.
No. For you, I'm going to switch it up.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Slow down.
All right.
Which team is going to be winning Rondo?
Which team is going to be winning Rondo? 4 Thrive.
Yes!
Do it.
It ain't happening. Sorry, guys.
Dang.
Don't listen to him.
No. Hold on. That might be a good thing, because they might be able to just reverse that curse. And it could be a blessing here for 4 Thrives. But ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking enough. We've been waiting for this moment to start. And I think it's time we get started with PMWC at EWC 26, the final day.
journey has been relentless, and the finish line is in sight. Just 6 maps sit between your team and the PMWC title.
But Barney, the Smash Pool is here, so anyone who reaches 122 points can snatch the victory with one last chicken dinners and become our champion.
There's something brutally honest about the final day.
Indeed.
Don't give me excuses, just give me results. My name is Barney Banks, and I'm your host alongside the awesome Looty. And welcome to Smash Sunday!
I hope you're ready at home, because we are ready. So it's time to welcome one last time our finalists on stage, starting with Al Hula Club Esports!
Orangutan!
Ida Esports!
Team Vitality!
Godlike Esports!
Hora Esports!
Team Flash!
Tianba!
Furia!
Four Thrives Esports!
Wolf Esports!
Nigma Galaxy!
S2G Esports!
Aurora Gaming!
Nongshim Red Force!
And finally, leading the charge, we have E-Arena! Every single one of these teams has proven that they belong on the Gadia City grid. Today, they fight to be the last team standing.
Only one key will remain intact. After Alpha 7 and Yangon Galacticos, the throne sits empty, and Paris demands a champion. The dawn of the final is here. This is PMWC 2026 at EWC.
Months of preparation, thousands of hours played, and sacrifices have led to this point. Life-changing money sits on the horizon, and a legacy that dreams are made of.
We saw it in the group stage, we saw it in the survival stage. These teams are here for a reason, and every single one of them can actually clutch it all and become our PMWC champion.
Rondos we've had at this event have been ludicrous. There's been so many huge games. E-Arena, one team that's already shown we can break records here live at EWC. So yeah, I think it's going to be a spicy start on Rondos.
Finish it! Thailand makes a stand here at EWC. An incredible 39-pointer.
E-Arena barely made it here into the finals, and now they're looking on top of the leaderboards. If they could just continue to be a little bit consistent, we should be able to see them win the whole thing.
It's just Raouf, and that is it. E-Arena get the first chicken dinner here today.
วกเรารู้ดีครับว่ามีอะไรเป็นเดิมพัน
प्रेशर तो है हम इसके लिए तैयार भी हैं और बाकी हम यहाँ पे compete करने आए हुए हैं
My opinion on Four Thrives is that they're actually a very talented team. I think they've got a lot of firepower. They're proving that in a LAN environment like this internationally, they can show up and be a dark horse to contend. They've got championship mentality, and I think we're going to see that today.
Oh, it gets the secure. Four Thrives finally shut down the arena.
The team that surprised me the most got to be Nigma Galaxy. I mean, they were getting hot dropped by Ida almost the whole tournament, and they're at the top of leaderboards. They can actually win this whole thing.
Down to the last man in Joel. They need to isolate the peak as he hits Lord Heavy, but he's gone.
That is insane. I got to eat my words on that one as well. I mean, for Nigma Galaxy, what a good game.
The team that I think is actually going to win the event might be a bit of a dark horse right now, but I think they've been looking consistent and can actually get in there to take it. And my pick would be Nonshin Red Force. They've had great communication, great structural plays in how they're advancing into the zone, but the firepower's all come alive just when it needed to, and that aggression could win it for them.
So Easy wants to live up to his name as the punishing play arrives, and it's Nonshin Red Force with the chicken dinner.
저희를 교전으로 상대했을 때 긴장하셔야 될 겁니다.
My dream scenario is if we see 6 matches with like 6, 7 teams in the Smash Zone just battling it out to see who's gonna take the whole thing. And the most wildest thing ever, if we just see like a 6th place team somehow clutch up a chicken dinner and win it. Like that, to me, that would be just the best.
The stage is set. Our team's in position. And like Lutty said on the stage, the dawn of the final day has finally arrived, Blank, and everyone is sat in anticipation here live in Paris, France, for a new champion to be crowned, the new 4 kings of PUBG Mobile.
And there could be quite a few contenders for that throne right now. A lot of princes down by the stage looking to dethrone. We got Nonshin Red Force looking very good from yesterday. E-Arena were able to snatch out that first place spot right at the end there with a lovely second place coming through for the team. But it all comes down to this. 6 more remaining matches, but potentially less. With that Smash ruling in place now, there is that possibility to end the tournament early. Second match minimum, as we do need to get towards that Smash point during that first game here. Very possible to do here on Rondo. We've got the fans in the crowd all supporting their teams, family, friends here in Paris.
And with that said, Paris, it's all on you. Let your voices echo throughout the history books. Light this all up. Let's give these teams some energy. Let me hear you roar!
We're going to get louder as the day goes on, that is for certain. Right now, a lot of trepidation in the arena as we head into the first match of the final day here in EWC at PMWC. From Judena City up to Nanshuan, we're getting it kicked off here for PUBG Mobile. A lot of money on the line right now. Only a few teams can hit it, 4 teams past the triple digits. It is really not that far away to hit the Smash point, which is currently set at 122.
A lot riding on this one. We were talking about those middle of the pack teams, opportunities for you to leapfrog up the standings. Rondo is the dream battleground for it, a hell of a starting point, Blank. But it can't just be an acceptable game. It's got to be huge eliminations. We're talking within the region of 11 to 14 plus. Really make the most of this one. Aim for that chicken dinner. And if possible, take down the teams that are ahead of you along the way. That's going to be a salient talking point longer the day goes on as well. If they're in the smash zone, you've got to stop them. Risk it all or have your dreams snatched away.
Nongshim Red Force, E-Arena, both dropping out in the same position. We do have big old hot drop over towards Neox. Every team understanding need to pick up those points right now. Ida already starting alongside with Aura. It's going back and forth, but S2G also finding some points here. A couple knocks coming their way. But 2 eliminations so far, and only lost down. This is a good result thus far for S2G. The 2 Turkish squads going head to head here.
Catch, trying to catch back up close and personal. Ooh, Kamikaze with a quick drop down. Subverts expectations on the pull. Love the movement, ready for the pre-fire as well. Oh, he's feeling himself in the finals today, Blank.
Ooh, just absolutely flubbed it around that corner there. Didn't really have much of a challenge. The faux pas coming through from Kedge. Kamikaze, though, looking on fire as per usual. Picture in picture, we got Aurora coming against Godlike. Aurora not that far behind either to hit that smash ruling. Eren down, and Kamikaze keeps lighting up this stage.
He's been a real meme machine of the competition. Great story for him as an individual with some of the plays he's been making. But like you touched on, we saw it down in the bottom left. Now we get it full screen. This is Aurora. They've had some good moves. Got to keep it consistent. That's the name of the game. Don't let things poison the well the longer today goes on. Furia showing up in the Elim feed in a fight versus Ida as well. And we go over to E-Arena, clashing up close towards Flash. Turney K overwhelmed after getting one off with a pump, but he's got backline protection. Well, not for long. That's the flick back over. Schweppes goes in. Can he recover it, Blank?
Absolutely. Seems this way. Only 3 players here, as per usual, as we know. From Rondo, usually have a 3-man send out, and 1 player will be the backup on the res, and that is Bo Z right now for Flash. Admino moves in. Reefus is down straight away. Some good shots off right there, leaving Aurora in a bit of a pickle. Only 2 players alive. They're over towards the north side of Test Track, but a good showing there from Godlike. IQ inside the building as Hyungmin gets sniped out by the M24 from AKOP at range.
It's a beautiful shot. Nongshim wanted to first onto this a little bit further, though. Tizzy just playing on the lip of the window here. T24 down outside. IQ trying to play off his info. Bait around here just towards the other side. He's got back up in Falak. Oh, good pre-fire. Expected to peek. That one's going to do a little bit of chip damage, but he wants the whole hog. Charges back in. Door closed. Spams around. Upsets Falak on the peak, but the response comes back over from IQ. Charging him down with the SMG.
Honestly, for Tizzy there, he's working no vest, no helmet, playing like he has got all the armor in the world. That's 12K, 6 bullets! Can't quite handle the jump out there. Tried to go for the drop shot on that one. So easy, is good to go though. Gets the players back up and in position. But this is all the way over towards Ryan. Right on the north side of the map, so a bit of a journey to go. OG also popping off over towards the likes of Alula. Take a fair bit of damage there, but Tizzy's back in. Nongshim Red Force, good to continue. E-Arena though, good start for them. We know that they like to flex out around Stadium, get themselves some eliminations where they can. Already started off in a good way over towards Flash. Those 3 points are further towards that smash rule. We have seen multiple times in international before, when we get to those finals, teams can't quite make it to get into that region of smash point on the second match. They got to be lucky. And if you want to be lucky at home, you got to join the 2026 PMWC Lucky Spin to draw for the exclusive set only available here for PMWC.
And it may be lucky for those of you at home, but it's been good decision making and some great gunplay for OG that's made the difference coming into the early fights here versus Alula and Ida, farming themselves up to 6 elims. That's what we're talking about for all these teams. You've got to have a big performance here. But none other are beating out 4 Thrives with the 7 they've been able to farm up after shutting down, of course, Nongshim Red Force in the cheeky plays we were seeing through the windows. For Fribes, bro, if they can keep this up, get that nice hot hand going early, Blank, you're already about halfway there, man. Just keep working on this, keep farming up the elims. We've got a long game ahead of us. We're only 6 minutes into this game one on Rondo. It'd be the dream scenario to start the day. Climb as high as you can.
The arena moving over towards Furia. They are isolated. Silence away. Ayala opens up in a big way there over towards Schweppes. Takes him down almost immediately, and that does make their lives much, much easier. Going forward, TourneyK will ascend. Bullets been splashed against the wall there. As Ayala sends down, pin pulled. Ayala's going to make it confusing, make it difficult. Pin's put back in again. Two players do step up to the plate now for Furia. The reinforcements are in. Isolated no more. Joker and TourneyK will have to fight for their lives.
Close quarters combat. Nay pulled, bounced round. Not going to deal any damage though onto the Furia squad. They know how to play in these sort of lobbies with this much pressure, with Smash looming over them. They can dig their heels in deep and start to stand strong, but it's one step at a time. And E-Arena are the first challenge for them right now. It's Godlike that are also just on the periphery of this, getting information for free with all the noise that's being exchanged between the two squads. Chief further back on the other side of the bollards, throwing the nades in as well.
Kind of an interesting setup here because they've got a big old split on over towards Testract and Neox. Very dangerous area to be in. So again, for E-Arena, you do have Schweppes as well as Mormon in the backlines and Stadium. They're waiting, poised, because they're sort of certain this fight is not going to go well. Require a bit of a sick play. Sick couple of plays from TourneyK and Joker to get this working.
TourneyK, he's just been arming that nade, waiting for an opportunity to get the most out of it. Yeah, quick head count on the util. He's only got 2 nades and the 1 Molotov in the back pocket. Fury is starting to clear out the building. They want to go floor by floor, but they run into Joker. Good first hit. They respond back in kind. A 1-for-1 trade. And TourneyK
nice
with a nade. That's one of the 2 thrown out. It was a good primer, but no direct connection. He's going to be baited down as well. Could be stung from the back here. Oh, the bounce is big. Turn around as well. So close, Black, but couldn't hit it.
So close. You can feel in that moment there was almost a clutch potential. Luckily for E-Arena, they can move back over towards Stadium, move back into the circle. But what a long journey it's going to be to get over towards Lo Hua Xing on the eastern side. Fourth Rise, though, you're right, man. What they've been doing so far is good. Kalash has talked about it earlier, wants them to be a bit more aggressive on those entries. Lurking around the outside edges a little bit too much when they have the gumption. They have the capability to play those central positions. But for E-Arena, I think they were just gambling with the points there. If they get the full 4-man flush, then massive addition to their points tally. Still, getting those 10 points isn't always easy. Doesn't always come on that first game. Nongshim coming in from that north side. S2G do have a player down in the dirt. Looking to get him res back up again, but Nongshim with a pretty decent injection on that northern side. Gives him a lot of maneuverability. A lot of capability to actually gatekeep on the northern edge if they so wish. Maintain control of some of that higher ground, some of those roads that teams will want to cross back into.
It's almost poetic. It's been twice inside of this game. We've seen STG and Ulf going against each other. Ulf coming into it to start the day here. They were in 8th place. I believe 61 eliminations over the course of the finals. Up to that point, they were in a pretty good form when it came to fighting. They just got to maintain that pressure. 2 elims here. We've got the rotate coming over from Aurora. Furia out of the mix early though, Blank. And that's not what we expected to see.
Godlike, though, 10 eliminations. You can only imagine that full squad wipe over towards Fury came through from Godlike with a small assist from Fourth Rise. Yeah, Godlike certainly trying to put their name on the map today, but it feels a little late for them. At 67 points, they can earn those big rankings today. grab some more cash on board, a bit more pride for the country as well. Overall, really big step up in that last stage, which is why I was saying on day one, you got to give these boys time. It's the first time at an international here at PMWC, so realistically, they just needed a little bit of acclimation, essentially. And once that was done, they looked pretty damn good going in towards the later portions of yesterday and already starting out strong here on the first game of the day. Circle continues to center up around Meiran. S2G controlling a very good spot. It has been good control over the center for S2G throughout the majority of games. Some very good rotates. I mean, Solke has been in the game such a long time at this point. And that veteran mindset is really coming into play here, where he's seen a lot of these circles before. He's seen a lot of these rotates. And he can really lead the team to victory. Yeah, some of the gun skill maybe isn't there for this guy, but he's still giving it gas when needs be. I think Solke's had a great step up, considering the amount of time he's been in this esport.
You've got a lot of talent on that roster. You can pass the baton too if you need to rely on someone for a sick play mechanically as well. So certainly armed for some good fights. Talking of which, Aurora getting line of sight over onto the Vitality migration as they wanted to make a move straight past. Few shots on target, resulting in them going down to a 3-man squadron. And it's Horror that also have a similar flight path back over towards the zone. I'm curious as well, bro, the push down from Nongshim Red Force, Thunderfooted their way into the zone early. I was saying the consistency of this team looked good, but it's the fact they've turned on this aggression. They're willing to fight for a good position now, Blank.
I mean, playing over towards the northeast side of Meiran, I mean, it's a bold maneuver, right? You don't try and play to hold out teams on the outer edge, but they don't get themselves too stuck into Meiran either. But they have accessibility to the rest of the zone. But this is a livable position in what is a bit of a dastardly circle. Now, E-Arena, we saw them coming in very late. They played over towards Stadium for a long time. Go for the recuperate after 2 players in Tony K, as well as Joker went down to the Fury a lot. Just on the heels, though, of OG.
Mormon's going to jump out. He loves a scrap. In the meantime, the Elim feed's lighting up and the crowd's getting excited because Godlike, it looked like it was a struggle of a fight versus Ida, but they've turned it right around. They lose 1 player and are able to clean out the entire squad. So goodbye, good night, Ida. The second team to exit stage left in our opening game of Rondo, whilst E-Arena continue to chase OG.
Keeping it pretty cool here inside of E-Arena. Smash ruling always changes how these teams play. So crazy as well. Godlike's just hit the 14th elimination on this game. They are cracking it open at the moment. Looks great to see. But for E-Arena, I do think you're getting ahead sometimes, where for this game, for them, doesn't matter so much about getting ginormous points, but what does matter is just getting enough so you open up the capability throughout the rest of the day to hit that smash. But you can get in your head about it. You absolutely can. Circle moves up towards the western side. Nongshim is extremely pleased with this shift, as they were already in Meiran, as we stated earlier. E-Arena was a little bit slow to the punch. Vitality finds the first here in top, but Axel will go down once again. Aurora has been hounding Vitality the entire game.
No punches pulled there. Clean uppercuts. And with Vitality out, they'll be able to save their mate, get top back on his feet, recover from this. They saw the rotation from Horror, hard committing to get past them, now trying to get into the zone themselves. Meanwhile, Nongshim Red Force actually getting vision of their entry point, and they've instantly dispatched 2 of the players. They're pincered as well, Velula on the other side. So this is a ton of info for Nongshim and some extra points.
Look at this shot from Doc. Really good stuff. Double spray down on the roll-up is crazy, even before they get anywhere close to the compound itself. And not a single dash of damage sent back his way. Very nice initial game here from Aurora, but they have a long way to go. Nick Galaxy currently holding the backside on that southern edge. S2G blasting bullets in as Alula holds back Flash over towards the water side. Aaron out in the open, waits for the reload to come through, and then makes the cross. Good timing on that one.
These two sides hounding each other the entire time on Rondo. Feels like they're mirroring each other. Ooh, Orangutan from the side getting a look in as well. Solke feels that one. Gotta drop off. Meanwhile, the team with a whole load of elims and Godlike wrapping down potentially to get a bit of a scout over towards the setup from E-Arena, Blank.
E-Arena would be really bad to go out right now. And I can actually tell that E-Arena is playing fairly passive because they didn't take the opportunity, despite being ahead of OG, to hit Mayran hard. OG's actually been able to take up that position. But E-Arena, they want to live this game out. They are really giving a lot of teams liberties right now just to survive. One knock goes back over towards Godlike's way. They will reassess, but it's not carnage just yet.
No, it's not, but it is a little bit of a crowbar that's been dashed at them, slowing them down on their potential aggressive play. That was from 4Fribes as well, by the way. And yeah, we're hyping up the Godlike maneuvers, but they're currently sat on 11 elims themselves. And if they can vie for control of a decent position off the back of this skirmish inside, hey, maybe 4Fribes are coming alive early.
What's great for 4Fribes, right? In PMGO Season 1, they were sort of the back seat because they came in with Smash Point very early on the first day. And I think that pressure got to them a little bit. It went all the way to match 6. They weren't able to put a lot of points, but they managed to make it through. The Arena, though, sending over. Joker does need to reinforce those backlines. Good shots from Schweppes, but immediately gets taken down by Huzaifa at distance. Manya up to the rock, but realizes he's got to push back off this one. Tony K, full broadside here. Manya should be able to pick up this flush. Good nade again, though. Now just S-Power. A lot to do, but this is the man to do it.
He's the clutch factor. Whoa, saved by the bell on the nade, so low. Able to keep his head above water for a few more seconds.
Good bounce back.
Squad,
oh my God.
Bounces over, shuts down S-Power. Salme out, Adamino the only one left now. That deployable cover barely keeping him alive.
3 players up still for E-Arena, looking to get further into this game. Admino might be able to go for the res if he goes for it now. I think they're going to sweep round in the vehicle, try and figure out what's going on back there. S-Power still down, knocked. Schweppes moves up, goes for the drive-by, has the information, and that is Godlike out. So a good refresh on the gear, at least for E-Arena. Some more nades available, more ammo. They could swing back down towards that compound on the south side they held earlier on, because this is a hard south shift away from Mayran. E-Arena getting thrown a bone here, but still they have 3 players. They are not at full force. Let's see how they play this out.
In the midst of this, that elongated battle that's gone on the whole map here between S2G and Ulf continues, edge guarding them coming out of the blue and keeping shots on target. It's worked out slightly worse for Ulf, down to a duo, but we do say goodbye to Solke on S2G, so a triple threat remains there. There was some fighting over from Nonshin onto OG inside Mayran as well. They were taking pot shots at them, so a 3-man squad living on amongst that. 4Fribes consistently keeping their head on a swivel as well. They were peppering bullets over to the E-Arena encounter with Godlike. Yes, they got some knocks, but none of those converted into points.
S2G desperately trying to make the cross right now. A couple of shots, but the vehicle, it is very low HP. Smoking now and on fire. They have to get out, but they're just about in the zone. Same can't be said for Ulf there, but Alula's going to continue to put the hurt on. Enigma Galaxy wanted to move around on that eastern side, see what they could pick up, but all those points have been dashed away. Still a 5-pointer on the game with the 3 players Enigma Galaxy hold. They're on the other side to E-Arena. I like this, though, actually. They've got Joker as well as Schweppes playing the northwest edge, whilst Mormon holds down the compound. They're looking for exit frags here, Jackie.
See the conversations there between S2G. It's an intense day. Got to clear the bag instantly off the back of a game 1 like that. And Mormon did set himself up just as you suspected early, and then have played a little bit more of a scouting play to keep themselves at least aware of what's occurring up between the setup of 4Fribes and OG. There's been a lot of noise, a lot of free info from that.
Don't mind this too much. Just trying to create a little bit of a dip to play around as players will attempt to leave from Mayran. That's OG on the north side. Likely first to leave. It's a gamble play, but they know they're close now. They know they're close. As soon as they start getting into those placement points, they get a couple more eliminations. They're set. Their goal in this game was far easier than most. Not looking for that chicken dinner, man. Back up into Mehran. Goodness me, we went back down south, back up north, and now Schweppes has got to go pick up Mormon. Plays up by the roadside. Not definite this ends in the urban area. Enigma Galaxy might want to make a sense soon. OG loses one on a knock. Not flush.